Welcome to VCS IT Solutions Private Limited. Today we are discussing about what is normalization in the database and what are the normal forms are available in the database. First one, what is normalization? What is normalization? What is normalization? It is the process of organizing data in a database to reduce the redundancy and improve the data integrity. The normalization is the process of the normalization is the process of is the process of organizing the data in a database to reduce the redundancy to reduce the redundancy and improve the data integrity. The normalization is the process of organizing the data in a database to reduce the redundancy and improve the data integrity. It helps to prevent the anomalies, like update, insert, delete anomalies, like insert, delete, and update anomalies. Next one, the main goal of normalization is to divide the main goal of normalization is to divide the large tables into which one large tables into smaller manageable ones, smaller and manageable. The main goal of normalization is to divide the large tables into smaller and manageable. Next one, what is normal form? What is normal form? What is a normal form? What is a normal form? It is a one property in the normalization. The normal form is a property of relational database table that indicates how well the table structure to the principles of normalization. The normal form is a property of relational database table that indicates how well the table structure to the principles of normalization. Okay, types of normal forms. Normal forms. Types of normal forms. Okay, different types of normal forms are there. One is a first normal form. First normal form. First normal form, or simply we are calling as a 1NF. Second one, second normal form, second normal form 2NF, 2NF. Next one, third normal form 3NF. Boys code normal form, boys normal form BCNF, BCNF. Fourth normal form, fourth normal form, fourth normal form 4NF. And fifth normal form, fifth normal form, fifth normal form, fifth normal form 5NF. These are the types of normal forms. Next, coming to first normal form, first normal form 1NF. In that 1NF, if all column, if all columns, if all columns contain atomic, contains atomic values, indivisible, indivisible, indivisible values, indivisible values. There are no repeating groups or array within a column. Each row is unique. Each row is unique. Each row is unique. Next one, there are no repeating groups. There are no repeating groups. There are no repeating groups. If all columns contain atomic values. Next one, each row is a unique and there are no repeating groups. In other words, every column must contain only one value per row. There should be no multiple entries or set of values in any column. Finally, observing very clearly, every column, every column must contains only one value per row or record, and there should be a there should be no multiple entries or set of values in any column. For example, observing very clearly, here I am taken as a one table, one information. For suppose here student ID, student ID, one column, name, and another column is courses. Okay, now student ID some 101, student name Shiva, course Python and SQL. This is normal table. and 102 Rama. Here Java, and another course is C programming. This is normal table before 1NF. Before 1NF, I am applying the 1NF. I am applying a 1NF. What is the 1NF? Every column must contain only one value. Every column must contain only one value per row, and there should be no multiple entries or set of values in a column. Now I am applying the 1NF, observing very clearly. After applying the 1NF, student ID, next name and the course. Okay, student ID 101, name Shiva, course Python. Next one 101 Shiva, another course is SQL. 102 Rama, next course is Java. 102 Rama, C language. Okay, after applying the 1NF, okay, table with 1NF, with 1NF, here without 1NF. Okay, this is my table. After apply the 1NF, this is the result. That is the result. Next one, one NF. Next another one, second normal form. Second normal form. Second normal form. Coming to second normal form, it is in 1NF. 1NF, and all non-key columns are fully functionally depend on the primary key. All non key values, non-key columns fully dependent on primary key column. Primary key. Okay, observing very clearly, 2NF eliminates the partially dependencies which occur when a non-key column is dependent on the part of composite primary key. Okay, now observing very clearly, coming to 2NF, observing very clearly, here I am taken as a student ID, course ID, instructor, next one instructor contact, instructor contact. This is a one table. Okay, student ID for suppose 101, course ID 1, instructor name is Shiva, instructor contact number 102, course ID 2, Rama, For suppose here I'm writing number 80. Okay, this is a table. Now I am applying the 2NF. I am applying the 2NF. We can divide this table into two subtables. Student course ID. Now student ID, course ID. Okay, student ID 101 and 102 and 2. Next one, for suppose here course ID also 101. Course ID also 101. That means the number of single student to join the multiple courses. That's why here also I am taken as a 101 two courses. Next another table here, instructor table. This is a student course table, student course table, and this is a instructor table. This is a instructor table. In that one, course ID, instructor name, and instructor contact. Now one, two, Shiva, Rama numbers. Okay, we can divide this table into two tables. We separate the instructor details into different tables. Okay, here the instructor and instructor phone depend only on the course ID. Here in this scenario, the instructor and the instructor phone number depend only on the course ID, not the combination of student ID and the course ID. Next one, this is a 2NF. Next one, third normal form. Third normal form. Third normal form. Okay, it is in 2NF. Already 2NF having in the 1NF. It has no transitive dependency. That means non-key column should not depend on other non-key columns. Non-key columns, non-key columns should not depend on other non-key columns. Non-key columns. This eliminates situation where one non-key column depend on another non-key column. It eliminates, that means it eliminates it eliminates situation where one non-key column depends on another non-key column. Okay, it eliminates situations where one non-key column depends on another non-key column. Now observing very clearly here, student ID, student name, student name, department, department head, department head. Here, four columns 101, Shiva, and a DEPT department, maths, department head, Sachin, student ID 102, student name, next one, science, here Virat, student ID, student name, department, and department head. This is a one column. Now I'm dividing this one into two tables. Okay, here the department head depends on the department, not directly on the primary key student ID. Now to bring the table into 3NF into two tables, student table. Now observing very clearly here student ID, student name, DEPT 101, Shiva, maths 102, Rama, science. DEPT table. This is another DEPT table. Now department and department head. Department head and a DEPT maths and science department head Sachin and Virat. Okay, two tables we are dividing. Single table we are dividing into two tables. This is a 3NF. 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 Boys code normal form. Boys code normal form. It is having 3NF. It is in 3NF. 3NF. Next one, for every non-trivial functional dependency should be a super key. Simpler term, BCNF is a stricter version of 3NF. It removes the situation where non-prime attribute, non-key attribute depends on something other super key. Okay, boys code normal form. Now observing very clearly here, one table is there. Is the main here it removes the situation. It removes the it removes the situation. It removes the situation. It removes the situation where non prime attribute, prime attribute, prime attribute or non-key attribute, non-key attribute depends on something other than super key, something other than super key, other than super key, other than super key. Now here one table, here student ID is a one table, course ID is another column, instructor, instructor 101, 102, course ID 1 and course ID 2. Here instructor name is Shiva. This is a table. Now I am applying the BCNF, boys code normal form. Now simply observing very clearly here, we are dividing into student course table, student course table, student ID, course ID 101, 1, 102, 2. Next one, instructor table. In the instructor table, course ID, instructor table course ID and the instructor. Course ID 1, Shiva, and course ID 2, Shiva. Okay, course ID and instructor ID. Okay, this is a BCNF, boys code normal form. Okay, we can divide this table into two tables. Next one, fourth normal form, 4NF. It is in BCNF. It is in BCNF. Next one, it has no multi-value dependencies. It has no multi-value dependencies. It has no multi-value dependencies. Now observing very clearly here tables. Here I am using four tables: student table, phone table, and the email table. Okay, now observing very clearly, if student can have multiple phone numbers and multiple email addresses, and both phone numbers and email addresses are independent of each other but depend on the student, this would create a multi-value dependency to bring the table into 4NF. Separate that attribute. For example, here this is a BCNF, 3NF and BCNF next to 4NF. Next one, observing very clearly student ID, student name, and phone number, and email. Student ID 101, student name Shiva, and phone number 80196 19658. Another number 888 650. Now here Shiva at Gmail Next one, Shiva at yahoo.com. Okay. Now we can divide the table into 4NF. How to apply the 4NF? Observing very clearly. Here I am dividing into phone, student ID and the student phone number 101 196 58 101 650. Student ID, email ID 101 shiva at gmail.com and shiva at yahoo.com. Get two tables. Okay, this is a 4NF, fourth normal form. Next, fifth normal form. 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 It is in 4NF. It is in 4NF. It cannot be. It cannot be decomposed decomposed for further further without losing information. Further without losing information. Information. Okay. 5NF is with the eliminating joint dependencies. Okay. A table is in 5NF is very fact can be reconstructed from smaller tables and there is no loss of information. These are the normal forms. Finally, observing very clearly 1NF. 1NF. What is the main purpose of 1NF? No repeating, no repeating overview. Repeating groups and atomic values. Atomic values. 2NF. 2NF. What is the 2NF? 1NF. 1NF plus no partial dependencies. No partial dependencies. Dependencies. No partial dependencies on composite key. On composite key. 3NF. 2NF plus no transitive dependencies. No transitive dependencies. Dependencies. BCNF. BCNF 3NF plus every determinant is a super key. Every determinant determinant as a super key, as a super key, and the 4NF, BCNF plus BCNF plus no multi-valued dependencies, no multi-valued dependencies, and the 5NF 4NF plus no joins dependencies. Okay, this is about normal forms. No repeating groups and atomic values in the 1NF. 2NF means 1NF plus no partial dependence on composite key. 3NF 2NF plus no transitive dependencies. BCNF 3NF plus every determinant as a super key. 4NF BCNF plus no multi-value dependencies, and 5NF 4NF plus no joint dependency. This is about normalization, normal forms. Thank you guys. Please subscribe to our channel for more updates.